Today we're making apple crumble pie, perfect for the fall season. The first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself some Granny Smith apples, about like 4. That'll do just fine. Shave them up and then slice them with your mandolin super thin. Now to help prevent the browning, you want to get yourself some lemon juice and just lightly toss that around. Now, what you see here in this pink bowl will be a bunch of different seasonings, which I have listed right here. You're welcome. Now, I'm only using half a pie crust here. I do have a recipe on my channel if you want to check it out and make your own homemade. If not, they're store-bought. Now, toss around about half a cup of sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, and your seasoning mixture into your apples. Now, when you're mixing this in, by the way, I would suggest using your hands. You want to lightly toss them. You don't want to be tearing up your apples, okay? But you do want to make sure they're completely covered. In a separate bowl, you're going to want to take about a cup of flour and half a cup of brown sugar with a few dashes of cinnamon and just about 2 dashes of nutmeg. You don't really want too much of that. Now you're going to want to get about half a stick of melted butter. Toss it up in there and start to fiddle it around. You want to get nice little clumps forming. As soon as you can do that, your crumble will be set. Start to spread it out onto a sheet pan. This part's optional, but I would suggest getting some walnuts, chopping them up, and toasting them for about 5 minutes. Next, you're going to want to take about half a cup to a cup of flour, toss it into your apples. This will help thicken up the sauce. Now take some extra flour and lightly flour your work surface and your rolling pin. Start to massage your dough with your hands, get a basic shape. Take your pie pan, lather it up with Crisco, and then lay your pie sheet on top. Start to crimp the edges. Layer in your apples, and once you have them all in there, go ahead and put that crumble right on top, pat it down, and you're set. Now we're going to make a caramel sauce with all the extra ingredients. From your juice of your apples right down to the crumble that's left over in the pan. Take your pie and put it onto a sheet pan to prevent any type of overflow. Now while that's beginning to cook in an oven at 375 degrees, you want to get a little butter, toss it into your caramel sauce, mix that around until melted, and then add a little bit of heavy cream, and you'll be left with a beautiful caramel sauce to go on top of this beautiful apple pie. Now after about 20 minutes, you want to take your pie out, cut a hole in the center of a big old sheet of aluminum foil, place it right on top, and continue baking. The grand total will come out to about 40 to 50 minutes. And then slice yourself a piece of that pie, drizzle on some of that caramel sauce, and it's bona fide.